Hey guys, it's Eric Meyer, NASA Great Lakes Chief Instructor. I'm here to do a nice introductory, basic, beginner video. We're going to get back on track for this page right here. This page, if you read the first sentence, the purpose of this group is to provide support and guidance to drivers to easily learn beginner to intermediate data acquisition skills. Guys, this is not advanced. This is about helping you learn. And you have my commitment that more of the data in the future will be beginner in nature. It will be introductory. Let's get started. Something neat happened lately. Went to this workshop by Chris Brown, who wrote this book. This book, I can tell you about 20 of our NASA Great Lakes drivers have lopped onto it, and they're into it. Check this out. Guys, you want to get this book. If you're on this page and you want to learn, ask Santa for this book. It's an easy read. It's probably the easiest, best entry-level read out on the market, and I refer to it frequently. It has a lot of great stuff. You'll learn foundations, and all this stuff will make sense. Okay, I want to look at this post right here. This post was 8 hours ago by Ray Phillips. Hey, Ray's a new guy. Welcome, Ray. Ray is outstanding. He's a great contributor. He runs this page called Precision Driving Analytics, which is an advanced business that he has. He's a professional data acquisition guy and a coach, and he's just really good. He's an AIM user, and he's on here sharing some stuff that is more the speed and the pace of the site. So he posted this the other day, actually earlier today, and I thought, man, this is a great one to help explain to everybody, to make sure everybody gets it. So the goal of this is twofold. Number one, if you kind of know data and you're starting to get your feet wet, then this should be validation of, yes, I understand what you said, Eric. This makes sense. And if you're brand new to it, I'm going to go slow enough so that you go, aha, it makes sense. Okay? So this is from his site, Precision Driving Analytics. It's got a lot of activity, a lot of shares. It's really neat stuff. If I remember right, this is a Ferrari Challenge car, and these are two big examples of illustrates the importance of driving the optimum line, right? And this is in a different form of, if you note here, you don't always have to look at squiggly lines when analyzing data, right? This is a different representation of data. Squiggly lines would look like something like this. This is Tom Podmore at Mid-Ohio. These are squiggly lines, right? But what we're getting at over here is a different kind of data. And we're going to drill down. I'm going to explain it to you. So when you see it next time, you can go, aha, that makes sense. So Ray's been kind enough to give us some background. And what we need to know here is the first thing is, whoopsie, first thing is, what the hell, which way is the car going? How do I know I'm new to this data stuff? How do I figure it out? Well, if you read right here, it says that throttle position being full throttle, where it's red, right? Colors of the two GPS lines indicate throttle position where red being full throttle. Note number one, red is not throttle. Red is full throttle. And there's a big difference. When you speak data acquisition, you need to know the difference, because throttle could mean some, then full, then back to some, then full again. And that would be upsetting the car. That would be not smooth. There would be weight transfer. Okay? What we're doing right here is going as early as we can to full throttle, right? Red is full throttle, and we're keeping it pinned. We're keeping it pegged. We're keeping it max. We're keeping it flat. We're keeping it on the floor, right? This is full throttle. Both of those are full throttle. We know that the track goes this direction because we figured out the decoder ring, red equals full throttle, and when you track out, you go to throttle. Make sense? So the track goes this way. If it was red down here and nothing up here, we could say that the track goes this way. But we're coming in, we set up for the corner, we track out, we go to throttle. Track direction is upward. We also know that Ray offered that the distance between these two is 107 feet. So driver of line 2 went to full throttle, 107 100%, 107 feet later, and this one's 107 feet sooner. Guys, I'm telling you, that is significant. That's one braking marker. The goal, especially when it leads to a long straight of a chicane or a S-type corner, S-type turn, complex, compound, throwaway, priority corner, whatever you want to call those. A bunch of different authors call them different things. Ray calls it chicane. The goal, and this almost is a universal law, the person that goes flat the earliest is the winner. That's true quite a bit of the time. And it's very true in this case because Ray also shares that because we went flat 107 feet sooner, that led to 4 miles an hour faster down the straight, and that saved us 4/10. One corner, 4/10. Huge. Giant. Okay? So let's break this down. We want to do this. This was preferred. This technique was preferred over that. Let's break it down and take a look and see what's going on. Driving line number one, and then over here on the right side, driving line number one. Here's what I see. I see a driver of driving line number one taking this corner and prioritizing being on the left side of the track, right? The left side of the track so that we can hit a late apex and add a whole bunch of throttle and boogie down the track and go 4 miles an hour faster and save 4/10. Well, how do I know that? Well, I know that because in line number two, this guy comes in through here and he's in a rush, like we all are, and he's just saying to himself, man, I'm just going to drive fast everywhere. I'm going to drive fast everywhere. I'm going to drive fast everywhere. And when he does, he goes so fast and he tracks out to the right that his car stays to the right to the point where he gets to the next corner and he's like, oh crap. In the early apexes, runs out of room, can't go to throttle, because if he did, the same spot, he'd be going off track, right? He'd be going off track and in the grass or in the weeds or whatever's over there. So he has to wait. How much? 107 feet, third of a football field, and wait to go to throttle, and that cost him 4/10 of a second. Do you see that? I'm going to do that one more time. We got a chicane or S turn where we need to prioritize the longer straight, getting down that longer straight. We need to put a lower priority on slamming through here like a banshee, only to screw this corner up. This one's more important. And when it's more important, one of the things you want to measure is how soon can I go to full throttle, which is why Ray put that in red and why he said right there, full throttle, right? And base that on the throttle position sensor. So we know the track's in that direction. We know that this guy late apexed and then early apexed. Excuse me, this guy early apexed and then early apexed again. This guy lated and prioritized this driving line to get on the throttle and go. Do you see that? Now, where do you do that? Because this is very typical. When you find yourself rushed and want to just, like when you come out of the sinkhole at NCM, people are so impatient. They want to just go to throttle, and they end up doing this latter one, where a more pre-planned and tactical approach would be, where do I put the car in order to go to a flat 100% throttle sooner? Guys, this is also at the bottom of Madness in Mid-Ohio. People often will do the left-hander up and over Madness and then go downhill and they'll track out all the way to the right. Like this one right here. And they'll end up hosing their run all the way to turn 11, which is a monster run. So think about what you do. This is quite common. Look for this in your data. You have to drill down and look at the lines. And just the shape of these will tell you early versus late apex. And chances are you'll also be able to see that this line right here that went to throttle earlier yielded the fastest terminal going down the straight. Okay, so there's your little beginner introductory data acquisition. Look for more of this in the future. And I'm coming to a town near you, so watch this Facebook page and let's get together. Later.